from Brooklyn, New York, and the home the Nets. We're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. The Nets will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Brooklyn.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
And here's Maravich on the arc. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform, the most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
The Nets on offense. It's a 3-point game.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Right side, Green. Over Prince. Back to Maravich. Out to Bird. 6 to shoot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Hardaway. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Larry Bird.
And this is the work ethic Garnett possesses. Really hustles down the floor in transition.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
And his contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Prince wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Bird with Hardaway picks him up. Bird misses.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Back to Hardaway. Done outside. Three-pointer. Scored the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Bird. And it's Bird with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now Bird following Penny Hardaway's 3-point attempt. And the shot goes down.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
And he gets the bucket. Hardaway's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. And he makes good on the layup. Hardaway's got 9. Raptors trailed by 10. Pass to Brown. Takes it inside. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Here's Maravich. Bird. Out to Maravich. And here is Abdul-Jabbar. Prince with it. Now Green defending. Prince outside. Pass to Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnover.
Raptors trailed by 13. Pass to Portis. Clark outside. Driving inside.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Murray. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
And this is Murray at his best, probing inside and finding avenues to the basket using that athleticism.
Hardaway with a wide open look. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Grant outside. Here he goes. And the dunk by Grant.
Packing a punch with that dunk. Once Grant gets some momentum behind him, he's looking for the finish.
Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And it's Murray penetrating. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
Now here's Hardaway. 18 points for him.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Raptors moving the ball around. Murray with it. Hardaway picks him up. Back to Clark. Here's Portis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Thibault. No good from outside. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They dictated the pace.
19.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Richardson. It's a wide open look. That falls. High speed that time from Wiggins.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Maravich with it. Still scoreless. Count it. Good. RJ, one defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflections. Why do you think that's so important to him?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption. Even if you don't get the steal, messing up the flow of the team's offense can be so impactful.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and again it's... Brooklyn converting.
You just gotta appreciate Paul's shot selection. Knows exactly when he should fire.
For 3, Maravich. It's rebounded by Walsh. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Paul, left side. Pass to Cornette. Here's Walsh. In the corner, it's Richardson. And stolen by Murray. And here's Maravich from the arc. And Portis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Screen by Wiggins. Richardson, no luck. Raptors trailed by 10. Inside. And the lead is down inside single digits. Richards got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's Paul penetrating. Richardson outside. Shoots over Maravich. The rebound by Richards. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Out to the wing. Dunn looking over the floor. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. To the paint. And that one's good by Clark. Now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here's Richardson outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Richardson's got 6 here in this quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
There's Whitehead, and that one is stuffed right through.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Always in attack mode. We see him do this night after night.
Clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. John misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Grant on the wing. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Dunn. And here's Richardson outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Richardson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. 36 seconds left in the first half of the game. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Dunn misses.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
And here's Richardson. 11 points in the game. Got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets out in front, leading by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Out to Maravich. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Garnett outside. And beyond the arc. And it's Bird with the rebound.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Outside, Maravich. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Maravich has got the lead up to 1 now for the Raptors.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Dunn. Back to Hardaway. And Prince puts up a deep 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Brown wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Outside Hardaway. And it's Hardaway with the jam.
And if you want athletic ability, then look no further. Hardaway with a stylish jam.
And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
That those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
6 on the shot clock. And here's Prince outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Green inside. In the corner, it's Bird. They double team Bird. Back to Green. Pass to Bird. 11 feet away. Off the left rim and out. Van Ness with the lead. Maravich with the steal. Jacks up a 3. Up again.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Hardaway from outside. Green with the rebound. A wide open look for Bird. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here are the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Maravich left side. Nifty move. And Kareem throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. 8 feet away. That shot misses. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Hardaway. There's the drive. And they pick up 2. Hardaway's got 24 points.
Almost whenever he wants to. Vinny can get to the hoop. He's that good with the rock.
And the Raptors making a change here. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. Now Brown. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside for Murray. Krills the three-pointer. Murray's got 9.
Really, Murray can hit from anywhere on the arc. The corner 3 is just another trick he has up his sleeve.
Outside Hardaway. That's short off the rim.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit. Brick.
Pass to Brown. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. On the wing, Murray. A rebound by the Nets. Here's Hardaway. And Brown pulls it down. Hardaway with the steal. Lets it go with the 3. Hangs home the trifecta. 27 points for him.
He's so good at setting up his teammates. Tonight, though, Hardaway's been calling his own number, and boy, has he been prolific. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Hardaway. Misses from short range.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Deep 2 from Murray. The shot, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Hardaway for 3. In the end, Brooklyn with the triple.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
For 3, Murray sinks the triple. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Brown. Bird looking it over. The shot will not fall.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Now here's Hardaway. And it's done in the corner. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Can't knock in the three. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game.
Toronto, 61.
3/10 quarters behind us. And more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. It's the Nets now. Here's Hardaway. Can't cash in from close range. And so they choose to... intentionally fouled.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Raptors making a switch here to the wing right side. Here's Whitehead driving in, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
5 on the clock. Back to Clark. Over Thibault. No good from Clark. And the Nets with possession here. Trailing by 2. Prince in the corner. Whitehead with the rebound. And there's the drive. And he dunks it down.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Outside Hardaway. It's Garnett on the wing. Shoots from the line. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Murray's got the ball here for Toronto. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Murray, good. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Prince in the post. And stolen by Portis. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Whitehead. Brooklyn with the rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now, here's Dunn. Outside Hardaway. Drives to the hoop. And yes, it's good. Hardaway has got 14 points now in the second half.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured. wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
And when you think of Maravich, his ball handling and passing comes to mind. He's really sublime and unique in those categories.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Outside, Maravich. For three, Kevin Garnett grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
And staying with the play, Abdul-Jabbar.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Nets trailed by three. Outside Hardaway. Throws it down. What an assist!
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Bird. Now Abdul-Jabbar. Just three to shoot. Raises up. Brown fires. He's off from three.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Hardaway. Richardson outside. Oh, that was a two-hander. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you add this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
The shot is off.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Outside Garnett. It's stolen by Green. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Making a change here. Larry Bird with the slam.
Seems like nothing bothers Larry Bird. He looks relaxed, scoring even in a high-stakes moment.
107 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Now Garnett. And the unlikely three will not fall. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Hurry surveying the D. Beyond the arc. Down it goes for three.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Garnett with the steal.
Oh, yes!
Oh, what a play inside.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
This is how you completely steal the momentum. It's clear who is in control of the game right now.
4 on the shot clock. Larry Bird. Got it.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Outside Hardaway. And there's the three.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now,
Getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, that they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
Bird! And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
To the public, I serve